Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Big Check Energy. This is where I talk about whatever happens to pop up. I'm an HR director, so sometimes I'll talk about resumes, employment issues, how to not cuss out your boss. On the other note, we might talk about things like my notary business or your notary business and why it sucks sometimes, which is actually what this video is about. So first of all, last time we connected, I'm pretty sure it was still hot as hell outside. And as you can see, your girl is in a sweater right now, so some things have changed. Not only has the weather changed, but my relationship with my notary business has changed. I'm still doing notary work. However, your girl is slightly at wit's end. We've talked about a couple things, right? We talked about the traffic in Atlanta and how much it sucks. We talked about how people can be flaky. They still flaky. We talked about smelly houses, weird people, like all kinds of things can be cons for why you or cons with the notary business in general. I'm not here to discourage anyone. I'm just here to tell you about my experience because I think it's useful for people to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. So as of lately, I have been very quick to curb a client. I've been very quick. I'm not going to lie. I have been turning down people left and right, and I've been passing them off to others like my brother or to my girl Brielle, who y'all have met in other videos. Now, me and Brielle still owe you all an update because her update is very, very interesting. I won't spill her tea, but her update is very interesting, and her relationship with her notary business has changed as well, but in the other direction. So I think it'll be really interesting for you all to hear both sides of this thing. But back on the subject. So I've been passing off a lot of people to Brielle. Now, have those pass offs been fruitful? Some have not. But what I will say is Miss Brielle is like, don't give me no more of your people. Listen, I told you guys before, for some reason, I think I attract crazy people. Like, I'm not going to say they're all crazy, but I attract some very odd people with odd behaviors. When they contact me, some of them have been clients before, some of them are new. I say, hey, I'm not available, but I've got somebody who is. I can give you their link to schedule, or sometimes I will just speak on their behalf and be like, hey, Brielle, I got somebody for you. Are you available on such time? Whatever. And I'll just give her the people. Well, the problem is people seem like they're all gung-ho for their appointment when I talk to them. But when I give them to Brielle, it's like they start second-guessing pricing and they have an issue with it, even though we're driving to you and performing a service of convenience. It's not like we're asking you for hundreds of dollars. If I say $40 and I'm going to drive 15, 20 minutes in traffic, why is that such a big deal? You want me to drive to you, drive back home, and you don't even want to pay $40 for these 10 pages that you want me to notarize? And I'm exaggerating there because that would be more than $40. But it's just very interesting to me how people think. So part of me thinks that a lot of people are selfish. Part of me thinks that a lot of people are just cheap. And part of me thinks that people aren't serious about their paperwork and they always want to go, oh, I can go to FedEx. Well, then do that. But obviously that didn't work out for you because that's why you called me, right? It's just, it's too much. I'm not about to beg you for your $40. Like, I have a job. I do this on the side. I was sitting here conveniently sipping my wine while sending out company emails, and you want me to get up, drive to you, sign this paperwork, answer questions, and come back home, and you don't even want to come off of $40. It is mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing to me, especially the people who wait until the last day to get something done. I don't get it. Perfect example. I had somebody who needed their I-9 notarized, and for you, not the form itself notarized, but for me to notarize some paperwork that went along with their form from their employer, as well as serve as an authorized representative filling out the I-9 form. And if you don't know what an I-9 form is, I will actually insert something here, or I'll talk about it in another video because I did do a video about it before. But it's basically the form that has to be completed by your employer within your first 3 days of employment. There's a part where the employee fills it out, then the employer or an authorized representative like a notary or someone else looks at the documents, says, yep, this is that person. I see them. They're real. They're authorized to work in the United States. They fill it out. That's it, right? But you wanted me to get up at 5 p.m. in rush hour traffic and drive to you, and where this person lived, the traffic is shitty. They're not that far from me in real life, but during rush hour, it probably would have taken me 25 minutes to get there. On the other hand, the I-9, the employer typically will reimburse you for the cost of being the authorized representative. That's why I like doing those, because I can charge a little more and the person won't bitch about it because they're going to get reimbursed. So I said $55. I could charge more than that. I could charge less than that. But I said $55. I'll come, And they're like, well, I need it done basically like within the next hour. $55. Like, I could have said, okay, this is rush service. I could have said, I'm in the middle of making some spaghetti right now. Like, I could have said anything. I just said $55. I confirmed that the employer would reimburse. I said, is that fine with you? Crickets. Crickets. Person just stops replying, which is running rampant these days too. That's part of the problem. If the price is too high for you as a consumer, either don't shop there or tell the person in the conversation that the price is too high. But just to not respond is very frustrating. That frustrates the absolute hell out of me. That's whether I'm in a text conversation with a friend or just like a loved one. Like, don't just abruptly stop responding. Like, I hate that. That is one of my pet peeves. So that has been part of the issue. People being cheap, people not wanting to pay for their service. And honestly, part of it is, I don't want to say the demographics or income of certain areas of where I provide service or where I live, but I know that that has something to do with it sometimes. But on the other hand, people spend money on what they want to spend their money on. So you can spend $100 and something on shoes. I'm not stereotyping here. I'm just saying, I know my people. I know where I'm at. You can spend money on shoes, hair, nails, but when it comes to some important paperwork that you were supposed to get done 3 days ago, you don't want to spend $55 to have a notary come provide a service to you at your home. Blows my mind. And to be honest with you, you guys, I'm tired of it. Like, Miss Brielle told me the other day, don't send her no more, my people. And I understand why, because people are insane. They're insane. And it is tiring. So on top of the things that we've already talked about, like I said, the flaky people, there are those flaky signing companies that I've talked about too. If I get one more signing and it's talking about some $45, I'm going to scream. I took one. I did the $45 signing because it was right down the street. It was supposed to be in and out, y'all. In and out. I was like, cool. It's 3:30. I'll beat the traffic, in and out. No. No. Because this client ended up, bless her heart, she had tons of questions. Tons of questions. So not only did she have tons of questions, but we were calling the title company. Calling. Nobody's answering. Or they're answering and transferring me. Or they're saying, oh, call the cell phone. I call the cell phone, nobody's answering. So it ended up taking me an hour. I'm not spending an hour with you for $45. I'm not driving to you, then spending an hour with you for $45. No, that's not enough. And I should have said, I'm still here. This is a problem. Y'all need to pay me more. But I was just so done with it. I was just done. I just got it done and was just done. So there's so many things, you guys. There's so many things. But those have been my biggest issues right now, is these cheap people, these cheap signing companies, and these flaky individuals on both the signing company and just general notary work side. It's too much. It's too much. So with that being said, I'm still going to do notary work here and there, but I am not going to lose my mind trying to take these signings or to do this general notary work because these folks out here playing games. I am just that's all I can say. Your girl has no words. I don't know. For now, I'll just keep at it, kind of super part-time. If it feels right, I'll go to the appointment. If not, or if I get any scent whiff of shenanigans, I will stay my ass at home. Okay? So that's it for me right now. I will see you all in my next video, and hopefully it is more positive than this one. Bye.